Hey, good morning, everybody in the Philippines. Good evening to my subscribers in America and beyond. Thank y'all for joining me today. Well, now it looks like my daggone camera is dark. At first, it was light. Hey, DJ France, what's up, Sal? What's going on, Devon Moorfield? Sam Champion, good evening. I love LaChan. Hey, Jacob Tunge. I hope I'm saying your name right. Spell it in syllables for me, Jacob, because I want to thank you, man, for your birthday lunch the other day. Yesterday, I took John and his girlfriend out, man, and I tell you what, it was delicious. Smoky Mountain, Modler, Eric, Hollywood Baby, good to see you, brother. I hope you safe, man, and sound a real hero. I see the NTZ is in the house. Michael Cosby, Ingram Davis. Hey, Phil Burns, you welcome. You welcome, man. Yeah, Jacob, it was good. We had the fish and chips yesterday, and I thought, surely it's not going to be the same fish and chips I'm used to at home, but it is. Once again, the Ma'awani restaurant uh, pulled a rabbit out of his hat, man. When you get anywhere near St. Carlos City, man, you got to come here and eat that food. It's really good. Hey, thanks, Jacob. All right, Rowan, he says Barbados in the house. I was speaking to a guy, and I want to apologize to him. I hope he's on here. From Jamaica the other night. He was telling me how nice it is there, and they're having a lot of the same problems the Philippines is having here with the tourism industry. Because everybody knows Jamaica's a popular tourist spot for Americans, for sure. Hey, David Cluis, what's up, brother? Yeah, I'm going to give you a shout out, man. You deserve it. We got a few things I want to talk about today. You know, mostly what you need to know, what you need to do to prepare, you know, for the Philippines reopening, because, you know, we got to keep talking about this stuff. Repetition, because, you know, my channel is basically, you know, because you don't have to overthink coming here, but I don't want you to get caught off guard. And that's basically what I'm doing. Eric says I'd eat a rabbit out of a hat over balut in a bowl. I tell you what, I won't touch that balut in 12 years. Maybe if I was still drinking, I'm sure I would have by now. But since I don't drink, man, I don't do a lot of things anymore. Hey, James Lyons, he's an unofficial member of the NTZ. Cal Deadman, you on board yet? I don't see John, but yeah, that fish and chips yesterday was delicious. And they had 3 different dipping sauces. I'm gonna tell you, man, if you come here, you make sure that you eat at the Ma Awani. It's the Maria Awani Hotel. It's named after a lady. Oh, okay. Rowan Trapman says Barbados is the same, but I am retired. I live in Fort Lauderdale. Okay, 39 years. Wow. Oh, okay. American Express. See, and I'm gonna talk about something about that today. American Express. He says I'm afraid to go out because of increase in COVID here. He lives in Bacone, Dumaguete. I told y'all that story. I was renting an Airbnb in Bacone. That's just like the first little municipality outside of Dumaguete. And man, everything was perfect. The price, the location, everything. And I'd be damned if it didn't have one of them big uh, uh, lizard type things, you know, that they have over here, the big ones. And it was right there on the curtain, and it wouldn't move. And I didn't get no sleep. That, and I mean, it's scary, man. If things look at you a Geico, but it was a big Geico. Smoky Mountain Model says, was that local fish, Calvin? Yeah, it was. I forgot what they called it, but you know I'm gonna put the picture of it on my community so y'all can see it. It's delicious. Jacob Tunge said the pictures look great, brother. John was smiling like a Chess Arquette. Yeah, he was there with his beautiful wife yesterday. Carlton says 4 trips to the Philippines. I still haven't tried durian. I tried it my very first time I came here, and I've never tried it again. I can't get past that smell. I mean, okay, we bought just like maybe a quarter of one. You know how they look. They're kind of round. They cut them in half, then they cut them again. And it lit up that whole, I'm talking about, it lit up that whole hotel room. I had to have them throw it away, man. Hey, Gregory Calhoun, he said, what's up, Calvin? How's your daughter and family? Doing well, man. My little daughter, I'm looking now for a nanny. I've got to find one, man. She's too much for me. I done got too old, man, really. Hey, Carmen Greenwood, good to see you. She says parts of Quintana Roo are shut down. Where I am in Puerto Morales, we are in the orange zone. What's that mean, Carmen? Does that mean you can go out and about? I love that area where you are, Carmen. You know, I was in Playa del Carmen and Cancun. Yeah, I love it over there. Okay, Christian Contreras. Now I'm gonna put it on my community page, but my Facebook page is just Calvin Cooley Roach. I put that Cooley in there. That's my nickname, but that's not really my middle name. That's my uncle's name. My uncle's middle name. I was named after him because back when I was born, Calvin Coolidge was very popular for some reason. I don't know, but a lot of people in our community was named Calvin Cooley. Hey, Dwayne Beckwith, if anybody got any knowledge on that history, let me know. I know he was a president, Corporal Davis, but I don't know why he was so popular. Did he do something that we should know about? What's going on, Robert Morris? Yeah, I read something in this is kind of interesting, guys. The first thing, we'll go ahead and get started. First thing I do, which I didn't do this morning, I didn't drink any coffee. I'm going without coffee for a while because my nerves, man, and with my little daughter, man, really, I said, look, I need to do something to strengthen my nerves. You can hear her now. She's not crying. She's laughing, and she's all over the place. But I've turned on the Manila Times and says the government is checking reports that there's a ban on travelers with Chinese vaccines. Now, see, that could change the whole ball game over here because, you know, a lot of Filipinos are taking the Chinese vaccines, but there's reports that arrivals to certain countries like Saudi Arabia, the European Union, are being turned away if they've taken the Chinese vaccines. Now, these are reports. They're checking into it. The government here is. So I don't know. I'm not putting that out there as true. They're checking into it. Man, that would change the whole scenario because then the Philippines would be saying, hey, okay, y'all want to let our citizens in. We're not going to let your citizens in. That sort of thing. So let's hope that's not true. Hey, Charles Butler, what's going on? Jason Flint. He says, back in full effect, he says, calm the funk down. I'm here. Maybe that should be one of the expat rules for dummies, Jason. Calm the funk down. Christian Contreras says, sound like a terrible tooth. No, see, she's advanced, man. She's 9 months and is into everything. By the time she's 2, hell, she'll probably have her own YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Carmen said the next step is red. Red is lockdown for COVID. Nathan said, John, how drunk were you on the last live stream? All you have to do is look at that. He was over the top. John Roman said, baby boots on the ground. We got her t-shirt that says that, John Roman. You man, you got a crystal ball. Yeah, we got a t-shirt with that. Yeah, Wells Family Journey. He said, calm the funk down. He said, I love it. Yeah, I think that's going to be one. If I do if they wanted me to do an Expert Roots for Dummies Part 3, I'm going to put that down on there. Wow, James Land says American businesses open back up, no mask required. I would still wear a mask because I gotten used to it, except if I'm walking around or riding my bike, I don't wear it. But if I'm around people, I will. Hey, I want everybody, Chriselle, I hope Chriselle's on here. She started her YouTube channel. Now, y'all know Chriselle. I don't know the name of it. John, do you know the name of her channel? But it's new and she needs our support. And, you know, she gives a lot of good input on here. I don't know what she's going to have on her channel. I clicked on it and she was swimming underwater and doing some things like that. But yeah, go over to Chriselle's channel and help her out. Philippines by Paradise. What's going on, Ned? Ned is 1 in a million. I'm a big supporter of yours too, Ned. Remember, I'm the nitty gritty. Ned is more like a scholarly type. Same type of information though. You know, he does have a drone. Ned does. And you have to know how to read to be on his channel because he's got a lot of stuff you have to read. But it's very informative. I like it. Hope in the Philippines said, Calvin, did you get my email? Which one was it? Who are you, Hope in the Philippines? Maybe I did. If what's your real name? Okay, Jason Flint says I couldn't find the channel last I looked. It has to be something called something. Chriselle, I'll find out. Oh, Chriselle Caparita. Thanks, James B. Caparida. Chriselle is Criselle. Last name Caparida. Caparida. Okay, Jacob, you should subscribe to Chriselle's channel. Yeah, because she's got some good information now. Whether she's going to share it on her channel, I don't know. I would love to get a Filipina that is not afraid to really give you guys the nitty gritty. She would be way over the top. I mean, I'm talking about somebody who tells you how it really is, you know, and stuff like that. Hey, Brad Jones, he said, Calvin Cooley High Roach. What's up, man? Yeah. Remember that movie, Cooley High? It was one of my favorite movies, but it was a sad movie. I'm going to write that down, Hope, in the Philippines. Hope. And I want to take time. I want to thank somebody ordered a t-shirt from my Teesprings account yesterday. I want to thank you for that. I don't know who it is. They don't tell me who it is. They just would tell me like one t-shirt, extra large or something like that. But thank you, whoever did that. And thank you also to my Patreon supporters. And all of you guys, really. Okay, Edward Hope. I'm going to have to check it, Edward. When did you write the email? Because I ran my bike and then I took my shower and ate my breakfast. 07002. Okay. At Gmail. But what I wanted to talk about is some of the things that you need to know, some things you probably need to do to get ready for the Philippines opened up. One thing is, if you're really coming, man, go ahead and make up your mind that you're coming. And I'm going to tell you what that's going to do for you. Because I know what a lot of guys do. They'll say, well, I'm going to wait to see if I meet somebody, or I'm going to wait till circumstances dictate me coming over there. Don't do that. Trust me on this one. Once you make up your mind that you're going to do something, no matter what it is, like coming to the Philippines, the people and the circumstances will start lining up for you. All right. The right ticket price, the right girl. The circumstances of the people start lining up, guys. See, you have to believe it first before you see it. But most of us I'll believe it when I see it. No, you have to believe it first. Then you'll see it. And that's where I put that number one, see. Make up in your mind you come and don't, don't straddle the fence, so to speak, because if you know any successful people, man, I'm talking about whether it's in your family, your church, you went to school with them, they're quick to make decisions, man, and they're slow to change their mind. That's what makes them successful. Most of us, we don't know how to come to a decision. We go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We lose sleep at night. These people make a decision, they stick to it. Anthony Soto says, yep, believe before you have it. Absolutely. That's the way I live by it. I put it out there first. Hey, Lynn San Diego, we missed you last live stream, but I know you working hard. Oh, okay. Wells Family Journey says, shoot, I got my ballot buying box filling up with necessary items, waiting to jump and hit my boots on the ground. I hear you, man. That's what I would do. And then the next thing you should do is what you're doing now, looking at videos, finding out as much as you can about the Philippines. Don't overthink it, guys. That's not what I'm saying. You can't overthink coming over here. But you don't want to be blindsided either. You don't want anything to catch you off guard. You don't want to go through the airport without exchanging some money. Then you get in the taxi and find out he only takes pesos. See, that's the type of stuff I'm saying. Learn about stuff like that, before you, get over here. And you got plenty of time to do that right now. There's no excuse not to do it. Another thing that I want y'all to do is I want you to get your health together as best you can. I'm not talking about looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger or anybody like that. But I'm talking about go to the doctor and get a checkup. Make sure you got plenty of your medications on hand, because I would get a fresh 90-day. I would schedule my trip where I would have a fresh 90-day supply of my drugs on hand just in case if you're on prescriptions. Because why come over here and if you can't really enjoy this place? See, remember I was talking about on my video having your cake and eat it too. Well, see, having my cake and eat it too is being over here in great shape, being able to take advantage of all the things that are available here, man. Because remember, I remind y'all, it's not a bunch of 80-year-old men over here dating 20-year-old women. It's mainly men like me in the 50s, mid-50s, 60s, early 60s, in great shape. And we give these young women a run for their money. They're not getting away with anything over here. They're earning it, believe it or not. But get your health together, man. Go to the doctor now. That way, if they find something, you have plenty of time for the doctor to give you some type of plan. Because I'm going to tell you, man, a good friend of mine, matter of fact, two good friends of mine have died this week. But one, he just learned that he had stage 4 cancer, man, a month ago, and he's gone. Boom. I got the news yesterday, man. It broke me down, man, all the way down. I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, wow, this guy was the life of the party. And he went to the doctor. He had stage 4 cancer just a month ago. He's dead now. Then another guy, guy by the name of Dino in Louisville, Kentucky, he was one of the bodyguards for Derek Anderson. Remember Derek Anderson played for University of Kentucky. Then he went on and played for San Antonio Spurs, and he won a ring with Miami Heat. He's from Louisville. Well, he was one of his bodyguards. I grew up with Dino, and Dino passed away. I don't know the circumstances. But, man, your health is important, guys. Sam Champion says, Calvin, getting good medical checkups should include a physical exam as well as ensure there are no underlying health conditions one may not know about. See, exactly, because remember, the COVID, it attacks people who have those underlying health problems. It attacks them the worst. Hey, Lynn Ortega, she's watching from the Philippines. Welcome. Knowledge Sincere says, hey, Calvin, when I move there, can I get my medication from the VA? They've got an outpatient clinic. I'm not sure. The VA clinic here on the grounds of the U.S. Embassy is outpatient. Knowledge Sincere. And what you can do is you can call them and ask them, get it straight from the horse's mouth. Yeah, Brad Jones said, rest in peace. That's terrible. Yeah, man, it is. My mother died of lung cancer. Yeah, we got the MTZ crew in the house, Wells Family Journey. The only one I don't see is Cal Deadman, and sometimes he's lurking. Try to catch, the strollers off guard. Hey, Kona Ranger, what's going on? He said, I need to lose some weight. That's why I need to get back to the PI. Ty Sanders, what's going on, brother? Remember, he's got a channel, too. What's the name of your channel, Ty Sanders? Because we want to support everybody, man. Good morning, Duke Lopez. Say Logano says, come to Indonesia, guys. Hey, is Indonesia open? Do you have to have be fully vaccinated? Say that's something I'd like to hear. Okay, Lynn San Diego 102 says, or call the 800 TRICARE customer service number and ask about coverage in the PI. Yeah. See, that's the kind of stuff you need to be finding out now. Is my health insurance that I've purchased going to be accepted in the Philippines? If not, what do I need to do? That sort of stuff when it comes to your health, because your health is your money. That's why I put it before money. No matter how much money you got. Hell, look at Elvis Presley. Dead at 42 years old, man, at the top of his financial, empire at that time. Hey, Francisco, amigo, brother, Kuma Star, amigo. Brian Hart says, what's up? He's off work, man. I hope you kick back. Kevin Wright from Lexington, Kentucky. That's my hometown, brother. But we moved to Louisville when I was 4 years old, so I consider myself a Louisvillian. Okay, what's up? Okay, Say Logano says you need a B211A visa. No vaccine required currently. Okay, now what is that? Is that something unique to Indonesia? Say. Sam Champion says in order to receive VA patient services, one would need to register with the VA clinic in Manila. They may not take on any new patients if you are not living in the Philippines. Not even answer a question, Sam. Now Gregory Calhoun says Indonesia's closed. Which one is it? Yeah, Lynn San Diego 102. Yeah, wow, he was only 42. He looked rough. Yeah. Elvis said it made a comeback in like 68 or 69 where he was big again. And then he started picking up weight stuff. And he was looking pretty bad at the time of his death, but he was filthy. He was filthy rich. I mean, you got kind of money to buy a gold Cadillac. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's crazy money to do something like that. Yeah. Oh, wow. Michael Cosby says no immunization. See, I'm going to be looking at different things like that because I really don't want to go. If I have to leave here and the Philippines isn't reopened where I can come back, I'm going to be looking for a place close by here because I really don't want to go back to the United States. Wow. Sam Champion said TRICARE is now accepted in most provinces in the Philippines. That's big news right there. Yeah. Knowledge Sun Sure says, hey, Calvin, do they have any poker rooms over there? Absolutely. They've got, man, you're talking about the casinos in America, outside of Las Vegas, they have nothing compared to these casinos over here. They just built just a humongous one in Manila. But, yeah, they're all over here. And if you're in Cebu, you go to the waterfront, they definitely got a big-time casino there with poker rooms because my next-door neighbor, he was an American from Louisiana. He was a big-time poker player. He used to play with Manny Pacquiao. See, this was like 2010, 2011 when Pacquiao, before he got saved, before he became a Jesus freak. Pacquiao was wild over here, man. See, but they don't have a council society over here. So he didn't have anything to worry about. They forgave him. He, got Jesus-fied and got baptized, and he's okay now. Okay, say that B211A is categorized as a business cultural visa. Hey, Duke, he says, my friend's wife just had to come home to Cebu because her mom passed away. You ready for the price for a round trip from JFK, New York? $6,000? Wow. What is she ride? First class? My God. And then, probably if she, since it was a spur of the moment thing and she had to leave right away, that's probably another reason why it was so expensive. Brad Jones said, Calvin, what do you think of Iloilo City? I love it. I put that in my expat alley. If you've never been to the Philippines before and you just so happen to, your girlfriend or your friends are in Iloilo City and that's where you want to settle, I say go for it because Iloilo City, it was voted the most progressive city in the Philippines. When you go to downtown Iloilo City, you could be in any Midwest town. I mean, it really looks good, man. You would be shocked. They got a beautiful Baywalk, all the latest malls, and yeah, you'll really like Iloilo City. It's nice. Hey, World Traveler making a change. He said, good night, Calvin. I love your consistency in helping the brothers prepare. They won't be able to say they did not know because our subject are being covered. Keep up the good works. Thanks. And like I said, I don't want y'all to overthink the Philippines, but I don't want you to be caught off guard, But so we stopped off with your health, man. It's very important. Go to the doctor, man. Make sure, get a tune-up over there before you come over here and get the Filipino tune-up because, if that might be trouble. Okay. Yeah, Elvis was a drug addict of his own, and he admitted that himself. The guy says, real Corporal David says, real gold. Yeah, real gold. Elvis Presley was crazy, man, but he had a lot of money, man. Yeah, she says, Lynn says he was good looking. Yeah, one time. Hell, I'm telling you right to this day, Elvis Presley's about as popular as any singer or anybody out there right now. I guarantee you that. He is. Hey, Levon White, what's going on? Be careful, man. He said he's driving, man. His phone, just wait till you get home, brother. Eric Oching says picking up weight. That's what fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches will get you. The drugs didn't help either for Elvis. Yeah, he picked up a lot of weight. And I was stationed in Memphis and in 1982, and I used to ride right back Graceland. And right across the street, they had a little strip mall. Every store in the strip mall, guys, get this, sold nothing but Elvis Presley memorabilia. The guy, whoever was over his estate was a phenomenal marketer. I put him up there with the people behind the Michael Jordan Nike marketing, because they're number one probably of all time. I mean, they did just imagine a gym shoe. I can't even think of a word to describe how successful it's been. It's went beyond phenomenal. It's I don't know what it could be called, but whoever came up with that idea, y'all probably don't know this, but at one time, Converse, not Converse. Let me get my thoughts together. Somebody, Michael Jordan's, they went to Converse. Michael Jordan, Lee Steinberg was his agent. And check me on this because I read this. They went to Converse first with that idea. And at that time, it really wasn't a big deal. They had Magic Johnson already and everything. There's like, no, that's not a good idea, to have a guy's name on the shoe, And they turned Michael Jordan down. Of course, Nike, hurry up and snatch that up. That's having vision. See, that's what vision is, being able to see around the corner. And that's what that guy did. That's why Nike's so successful. Johnny Abreu says, hey, from Brooklyn, New York. And he said, hit the like button. Yeah, guys, come on. It's free. But of course, now that you get your health together, the next thing, get your loot together, get your money. Start putting a little bit aside. I would put 10% of my paycheck to the side right now. Excuse me. Just for my Philippine fund. I would, because if you look at my video today, don't come over here with that cheap stuff, guys. There's nothing worse than a cheap ass foreigner over here in the Philippines. Don't do it, man. The Philippines got 99 problems, and a cheap ass foreigner ain't one of them. They frown on that. Nature frowns on the desire to get something for nothing. Filipinos frown on it. They got enough problems over here already, man. Why are they struggling already? You got some extra money. That's the only way you're going to get when I'm talking about what goes on in the Philippines. I'm talking to the men who are going to be fair. See, I'm not talking about the shysters and the schemers and the guys that coming over, because it's scammers on both sides are going to come over and try to get something for nothing. I'm not talking to you. I can't guarantee you nothing. I can't guarantee you're going to be welcome. I can't guarantee you're going to be safe. I'm talking to the guys who are fair over here, man. It's going to come over here, and be fair. It's that simple. Marcel Sebastian, yeah, we were talking about you. We gave you a shout out. Go ahead and put up the name of your YouTube channel. John said he felt sorry for you. He went on there, you had 5 views. I said, well, that's how I was. When you first start out, you're just screaming into the universe. I mean, imagine, nobody's listening, nobody's hearing, but you just got to keep doing it. And that's what my suggestion is to you. But give us the name of your channel so we can go on there and we can subscribe. I saw what you put on your Facebook channel where you're upside down underwater. Yeah, that looks interesting. Now, if you would just put a lot of the information on your channel that you put on here, that channel's going to go like that. But if you're going to be like the rest of them, it's going to go like that. We need a Filipino who's not afraid to talk about the nitty gritty. But, maybe you may catch some backlash on that. Duke says economy, Cal. Yeah, I gave her a shout out. Brian Nichols says price to the Philippines. Yeah, doubled now, but once they open up, all that has a lot to do with nobody's flying now. And that dictates, the cost of the tickets and stuff. But once it opens back up and things that's another reason why not to just jump right in and come over here when it first opens, because you're not going to get a real good ticket. Frank Ellis said, don't be a cheapskate. Yeah, over here in the Philippines, don't do it, man. Because it's not really. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't do it. Jacob Tunn says, you must give to receive. Absolutely. Lynn said Elvis was only worth $5 million in 1977. Yeah, 300 million net worth today. Wow. Another useless information just for fun, guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whoever his marketing people were, I love LeChon said, I personally know a cheap foreigner who frequents the Philippines. Hey, I can't tell you how to spend your money, but I'm telling you, man, you don't want to come over here to the Philippines. Really, you don't want to be cheap in the Philippines, man. If the Filipino is buying more drinks at the bar than you, then, man, it's time for you to get back on the plane and come back home, man. Really. I'm serious. Rasta Nadi says 99 problems, but a cheap ass foreigner ain't one of them. Yeah, it's true, man. They got enough problems over here already. Yeah, Chriselle Sebastian, that's what I said. 5 views. That's how I started out. I wasn't putting you down. I was saying that we all have to start somewhere. Don't get discouraged because, hell, I'm telling you, man, my videos, they thought I was crazy in Zamboanga. They said, nobody's listening to you. I said, I know. Michael Cosby says, the Filipino Pete gives the nitty gritty. Good friend of mine. I never really have watched her. I don't think she watches me either. I don't know why, but I just don't. So I can't really say, but I don't think she's giving it. If a Filipino would come on here and really talk about, real life and, what they really see in foreigners and all that, she would be a superstar on YouTube, because they're not going to do it because it's not in their nature to do it and really get gut level honest. They're not going to do that. And I just don't think they're going to do it. Yeah, I love LeChon. Yeah, you got to start out somewhere. I love LeChon. And it's like I'm giving Chriselle a shout out. People gave me a shout out. And but the thing, like I was telling John yesterday, we were eating lunch. I said, I'm going to shout her out. I'll be a guest on her channel, whatever it takes. But if you don't have the content that's going to keep people coming back and keep people interested, Because that's how you're going to make it on YouTube. You got to have people coming back watching your videos over and over, attending your live streams, and different things like that, you know. So it's not about subscribers, really. It's only about subscribers, your first 1,000 subscribers for your channel to get monetized. Then after that, you got to have 4,000 watch time hours. And from then on, it's all about views then, you know. And to get, I've checked out some of her videos. That's what I'm saying. It's not the type of nitty gritty that I'm saying that a Filipina, she's got a very successful channel. I mean, come on now, something like 70,000 subscribers or something like that. I mean, you know, hey, that says it all right there. But I mean, she doesn't get gut level honest. I've seen some of her videos. She doesn't give the real nitty gritty like, man, that I could really give, but I don't, you know, because, you know, sometimes you don't want to give all of it like that. But I would think, not especially not from somebody like me, but a Filipino that would do that would be very, very successful. Hey, thanks, TJ Johnson, for that super chat. He says, what's up, Calvin? He says, I'm packing for next week. Anything limited due to C19 I should bring? One of my staff said vitamin C is in short supply right now. Well, no, I got a lot of vitamin C, but I would bring my own vitamins. Remember, there's 3 things you definitely want to bring that's going to expose you if you cheap on these: sunglasses, sunscreen, and, you know, comfortable shoes. But I would bring fish oil. If you take fish oil supplements, I would bring that because they're expensive here. They're very, very expensive here. Vitamins are expensive here. You know, they're about double the cost in America. So I would just bring whatever vitamins you take, I would bring them, to be honest with you. Yeah, Tony P. So everyone has a different experience than anyone else. Absolutely, yeah. He says, go there and see for yourself. Yeah, but, you know, sometimes you can still help people. You know, you don't want them to be blindsided. And you'll get blindsided. Like I said, Tony P., if you walk out of that airport with money, you're going to get blindsided, okay? So that's the type of information I like to give. People need that type of information. You know, yeah, your experience is going to be different than mine. Absolutely, on that one. Yeah, TJ Johnson, you need to make a Costco run for multivitamins and sunscreen. You want at least 130 because the sunscreen over here is expensive. Remember, I showed y'all that little tube I bought, $11. Yeah. Benny G said, bring Spam. It's over here, but it's going to cost you. Yeah, Duke Lopez said, bring Imodium and Pepto-Bismol. I haven't seen Pepto-Bismol over here. I don't even know. I don't even know if they sell it over here. I've never seen it. Michael Cosby said, Calvin, hi, sir. Philippines will not open until most of their essential workers are vaccinated. From Nurses Mike, USA call. Yeah, I believe that. Now, when is that going to be? I don't know. Yeah, Kenneth McEastland says Filipino P gives real information. Yeah, I didn't say that. I'm talking about nitty gritty, down in the dirt stuff that y'all guys like to hear. That I got to tiptoe around sometimes. Not sugarcoat it, but tiptoe around it. You know, Colin B says, hey, Cal, you're right. It will be an influx of people going there at the beginning. For me, my girlfriend is already waiting, but for the first time, I can understand why the rush. Yeah. You know, but I was saying as far as getting the right type of plane the right price for the plane ticket. I wouldn't want to pay $6,000, man. To be honest with you, you know, and I know why she paid that. It was an emergency. She had to leave because I got my head busted the first time I came over here. I paid $2,500 for a round trip and 1 week in the Crown Regency hotel over here, and man, that's expensive. Okay, Duke, thank you, man. He said I'll bring some Pepto-Bismol. Yeah, I've never seen any. My first visit, Wells Family Journey says, my first visit to PI, I had a guy almost get me for the equivalent of $50 to push my luggage and get a taxi back in, was that 2000, you saying? Luckily, my now wife stopped him and yelled at me. Yeah, because remember, that's that thinking over here. You think, okay, yeah, that's it's about what you're going to tip somebody in America. Now, you tip them like that over here, hell, they're liable to quit their job. Frank Ellis said, how the mosquitoes in San Carlos? I don't have a problem with them. Now, if you go down by the waterfront, because they've got a boulevard where they sell food and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure you're right there on the ocean. They're going to get you. Stephen K says, hey, how about Manny Pacquiao facing the best welterweight in the world in August, my birthday month? I put that on my Facebook. You know, I'm going to tell you something about Manny Pacquiao. He knows who to choose, man. He must know something we don't know. Because on the surface, you're like, man, Earl Spence is going to beat him into the, oblivion, into retirement. Maybe Pacquiao says he's not the Earl Spence now that he was before that accident. Because I can't see it, man. I don't know why I would, if I'm a boxer, I'd rather fight Crawford than Spence. So, but Pacquiao's not stupid, man. And, and one thing about Pacquiao, he's not afraid. See, a lot of guys get in that ring and they're afraid. He's not afraid. So, but I don't think he's got a chance against, a healthy Earl Spence. I'm sorry, man. Pacquiao's 42. Hell, he'll be 43, man. Come on, guys. But remember, I won't count him out because he's got a heart of a champion, man. Okay, Michael Coffey said, Calvin, if you get vaccinated in the Philippines, try to get the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine. Now, if I'm going to get vaccinated through the government, I'm not going to have that type of choice. Now, if I have to leave here and go to Guam, then I'll get my vaccines there. Hey, Reg Jam Rocky said, Calvin, can you talk about these vloggers who are knocking people, helping the needy over there? Maybe a future topic. Well, I think those are trolls, Reg Jam Rock, man. I don't know. See, I don't want to get into that because I'm going to be honest with you, Reg Jam Rock. I treat the vloggers as a YouTube community. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care who your followers are, your subject. I don't have anything against you. Just don't attack me. Now, I wouldn't, I'm not one of them. I'm not going to bash anybody. See, remember, my vlogs are inspirational sometimes, motivational sometimes, entertaining, but most of the time informative, but never negative or putting him back down. If you got a channel on YouTube and the content is knocking other people, man, I just think you're a sad individual, really, to be honest with you. Hey, road to the Philippines. Okay, here he is. Hello, Mr. Calvin. Danny from Pleasant Hill, Missouri. I'm sorry, Danny, the other day I didn't give you a shout out. Road to the Philippines. Danny, he's got a new channel too. He's trying to get up and running, and his is pretty interesting too. I believe his girlfriend's over here now, right, Danny? But it's Road to the Philippines, guys. Check these guys out, because there's another diamond in the rough somewhere out there. Believe it or not, you got to take a chance. And these guys, they deserve our support. I already subscribed to his channel and watched one of his videos the other day. But yeah, Rag Jam Rock, I don't waste my time on those negative people, you know. I try to watch what goes in here, man. This is like my Fort Knox right here, you know. So I keep it pretty secure. Hey, JLM said, Calvin, what are you reading? Right now I'm reading Mitch Albom, the next person you meet in heaven. And it's a great book, man. You know, he tells stories. He's a great storyteller. And I like books. You know, I read his, but it's fiction. Because most of the time I don't read fiction. I like, you know, the self-help genre, which I guess, you know, some people call that fiction. Or, you know, biographies and autobiographies. I like real life stuff, but I like Mitch Albom because he really knows how to tell a story. And it's always a lesson somewhere in there. You know, universal law and principle in there. Oh, yeah, Mark Unk said, yeah, he said, won't you be able to go to the VA hospital? Yeah, I will. But see, the thing is, man, imagine trying to get to the VA now. I mean, it would really be hard. See, that's what I was talking about on my video yesterday about green lane tourism. They're going to let foreigners in here, but hell, we can't even go anywhere. We're stuck. Excuse me. We're stuck in place. Michael Coffey said, Calvin, hello, sir. I don't look for the Philippines opening up in June, July, August for foreigners, expat tourists there. I don't either, but remember, anything can happen here. And the Philippines is going to open when it opens. Nobody's going to know. Yeah, Lynn San Diego 102. I like Jim Rome too, but I like a lot of them, you know. But I'm from the old school. I read the old stuff, you know, way back. You know, I even read stuff. I can't get the name of the guy before Napoleon Hill, but I at least go back to Napoleon Hill. I didn't start with The Secret and all that stuff like that because all that is just a take on the stuff that they were talking about then. You know, see, you know, Napoleon Hill, when he wrote The Laws of Success, you know, I mean, that was powerful. That came out before Think and Grow Rich. See, that's the type of books. I had a whole library of that. I'm talking about probably worth $10,000. And when I got divorced from my American wife, see, and this is why, you know, the person living next to you knows you more better than anybody. And they can get up under your skin. She knew what things of man meant a lot to me. So you know what she did? And she was asking the judge for extra money. And you know what she did? She threw that collection of, and a lot of these were out of print books. She put them in the garbage can. And I told the judge, I said, she threw $10,000 worth of books away. That's the extra money she wanted. Hey, thanks, Road to the Philippines. I appreciate it. He said, thanks for the shout out, Mr. Calvin. I truly appreciate you and thanks for subscribing. Yes, my fiance is living in the province area of Matinao on the island of Mindanao. Haven't seen her since 2019. Wow. I saw some of your posts on Facebook, man. Y'all look, I mean, she's nice looking. And you look happy, man, in them pictures. But thank you, man. And like I said, I'm going to shout you out. Road to the Philippines, guys. Now, remember, Danny, make a video every day. I know the last video you said it had been a while since you got on here because, you know, life on life terms, I understand that. But even then, make a video because once they come to your channel, they're going to want some content. And see, and then once you get close to getting monetized, YouTube is going to push you out there and see to try to help you get over that that hump. And you know, by that time, you know, you should have at least, I'm going to say at least 75 to 80 videos. I make a video every day. I've been doing it since I started. It's no big deal to me. Oh, yeah, Levon White, he's right. He says, hello, Calvin, the fight is about the biggest payday. Absolutely. And Pacquiao said it's his last fight. But it has to be about money, man. I can't see him. Like I said, you know, you got to realize that Thurman guy, he's not Earl Spence, guys. Yeah, he was a champion, but he's not Earl Spence. I'm sorry. And, you know, and he beat him and Pacquiao came out of that fight beat up, no matter what you say. Pacquiao's face was swollen, looked like he ran into a truck, even though he won. Lynn, did you read it already? The Greatest Salesman in the World. It's a great book. It changed my life. It's the reason I'm sitting here today. Og Mandino, see, he's like in the 80s, and he was an alcoholic, stopped drinking, turned his life around, started writing about stuff like that. Man, he's got some hell of a story. Let's see. Okay, Levani made it home. Hey, Kelvin says, how did you end up in San Carlos City and not Manila? I've been to Manila and all that, really, because she lives here. And I came here to, you know, meet her family. And I ran, you know, and I fell in love with the place, man. Especially, I'm gonna take y'all around today. And Eve, Gabriel, if you're on here, I haven't forgot you. I'm gonna go in town today. And I don't care how many views I get. I'm doing it for y'all. It's not about the views for me, man. You know, y'all said y'all wanted to see San Carlos. I made a video like that, but I had to take it down because of a copyright infringement of a song a friend of mine gave me. But they've got 2 clay courts over here, and you know it costs like 50 pesos to go in there and play on these clay courts. Now, Louisville, Kentucky, where I come from, we have we're one of only 3 cities in the whole United States that have free clay courts. You can go on there and play for free, and it's practically free. You have 50 cents to go play on, and they're redoing them now. This place has everything, man, you know, for somebody my age. It doesn't have a lot of nightlife. I fell in love with it, and it's close enough. If I get an itch, I can go to Dumaguete, but College City's really, really close. Cebu, Iloilo City, you know. But I wouldn't touch Manila with a 10-foot pole. I would go there and visit because, you know, it's like Las Vegas. You just want to say I've been to Manila, but I wouldn't want to live there. Absolutely not. Tommy Ramos said, yes, I haven't seen my girlfriend in over a year or 2. Yeah, see, that's hard, man. And, you know, see, that's why I say with this Green Lane tourism, I get it, guys. You know, you want to reunite with your families and your loved ones, but you know, I'm not going to give you false hopes. I can say this: the Philippines is up in its game, though. They May the 15th, no, May the 20th. They inoculated 230,000 people in one day. That's the most. That's the record. And their goal now is like 500,000. But all they're waiting on really is the vaccines to start coming in so they can start, you know, vaccinating people. Hey, JLM, thanks for the super chat. He said, helping you as I help myself. Absolutely. Thank you, man, so much. And see, one thing, this is a crazy thing, and you can go on Manila Times and read this. This type of journalism you can get over here sometime. 1 out of 3 Filipinos said they're not going to take the vaccine, right? And then the other 2/3 says they're unlikely to take it. So wouldn't that be 100% of them? But I found that kind of strange. I'm like, man, that's a lot of people that don't want to take this vaccine over here. because you know they had a big scandal over here a few years ago with this dengue vaccine. It was killing a lot of people and injuring people, and they're skeptical of taking these vaccines. But so that may hold it up. I don't know, man. It's just a crazy mix of stuff over here, man. If I were you, you know, and it's gonna, and what's gonna happen is, what I'm afraid is gonna happen, guys. A lot of you are gonna get married when you really shouldn't get married when you get over here, because you're gonna say, well, hell, what if this happens again? What if they shut it down again? I don't, you know, unless you absolutely are for sure in your mind to do that, I wouldn't do it, man, because I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know, I tell you over and over, man, I would not date anybody else other than Filipino, but they're difficult sometimes, man. They got some, because of the cultural differences and stuff like that. Now, older men, as they get older, they can deal and tolerate a lot of that stuff. See, I'm not at that age yet. And sometimes, man, it really gets difficult, man, because they can get stubborn. They can get set in their ways. They only have one gear. They're so used to doing something one way that they're not even, you know, they don't even want to talk about doing it another way, you know. And that can create some irreconcilable differences, man, you know. And let me put this out there too. A lot of the guys who are happily married, they're henpecked, man. You know, they've got a beautiful woman that they've never had before, and no matter what she does, they're not going anywhere. But see, that's not giving you a true picture of what dealing with a Filipino is. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm giving you the nitty gritty, the best that I can give you. Now, imagine if a Filipino was on here, they could go a lot deeper. But yeah, man, it's difficult, man. And when you jump in there after that honeymoon period is over, man, you're gonna have some problems, man, that you're gonna have to adjust to. And don't say, oh, every marriage is. It's different, man. This is a different culture. This place is on the other side of the planet. You're in a different hemisphere. They speak totally different languages, the traditions, everything is different. You absolutely, the marriages that really work out and are really happy, they're freaks of nature, really, man. And the ones who don't have any problems. Because, man, you're swimming through a river of crocodiles sometimes over here dealing with them. I'm just being honest with you, man. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's beautiful when it's beautiful, man. But when it's not, man, you know, it's difficult, man. And see, I can't get enough guys to talk about it. They're embarrassed. I'm going to tell you that it's difficult sometimes. It makes me want to pull my hair out, you know. But, you know, it is what it is, man. So where were we at? We're with the money, man. You know, get your money together. Don't come over here and have to skimp and, you know, and all that. And, you know, bringing up money. It's always better to have more money than not enough money. Okay. And you know, that's just common sense, remember. So if you're going to be here for 2 weeks and you think about bringing 1,000, bring 2, you know, that way you bring some money home, because you're going to lose money when you go back home. Okay. Say, for instance, when you exchange your money right now, I was at the Western Union yesterday. They're giving you 47.3. Now, the bank is giving you, I think it was 47.82 or something like that. Okay. But anyway, now when they buy back, it's 51 something. So you're going to lose a lot of money when you go to change your money back. So you might as well spend it when you get over here. To be honest with you, you might as well, you know, just have a good time, man. It's nothing like the first time, guys, in the Philippines. There's only one first time. Hey, Michael Cosby, thanks for that super chat. He said, amen, bro. Not getting married again. When things go bad in relationship to PI, I would just move on like a barber and say, who's next? Yeah, I mean, you know, but like I said, it's a lot of people whose marriages go right. But if they're honest, they know that it's difficult. Tampo, man, is even, man, everybody wants to talk about Tampo. That's the least that you got to worry about, man. It's just so much stuff that you got to deal with, man, that and it's best, when you get older, then you're like, okay, well, you can do whatever you want to do, just make me happy. And that's where a lot of these guys are. That's what and they're talking to me, telling me this is where they are. They don't care that the girl's difficult and all that. Just take care of my needs. And, if you at that point in your life, then you're going to be okay. But if you're somebody like me who still got a little fight left in them, man, I'm telling you, man, it's tough, man. Ed Cherish said, these guys don't realize they are the boss there. Don't marry these girls. She ain't going nowhere as long as you have some decent income. Don't be desperate. And see, that's what it is. I don't know why we get in such a hurry, but see, on that term, here's what they do. This is this new Filipino, man. This isn't the one that was here in 2009. They think that they want a perfect man. You got to be perfect. They want you to make all the changes. You got to do everything. All they got to do is be themselves. Man, and you tell me that ain't hard to deal with. Yeah, that's hard to deal with, because, stop drinking coffee. Did you work out today? When they're not working out at all. They want you to be perfect, but you're supposed to accept them just the way they are. They made it an uneven playing field, guys. We got to flip the script back, man. That's why I tell you, man, you holding the cards, man. Don't come over and give away your power. You're going to be in trouble, because I'm going to tell you, the Filipino man he don't give up an inch over here. All right. Yeah. She may, look like she's running the house over here, but he's in control. Trust me. Kona Ranger said, Confucius says marriage is like hot bath. Once in it for a while, it's not so hot. But see, here's the thing. We don't have to be in a hurry, but we are. They should be the ones in a hurry, but not us. You can take your time and find somebody over here that you're compatible with. Remember, I told you, I'm compatible with her. It's about as close to being compatible as I'm going to get over here in a whole other world, in a whole other hemisphere and everything like that. Me and her, we really get along, but I can see that she's got some things that, that, man, I'm going to tell you, they drive me crazy, And as long as you, if you just come over here, and say, hey, I'm not even really trying to get married right now. Let's take it. Let's really get to know each other. Because that on the job training, I'm done with that. Yeah. Adrian Fernandez, that's right out of my handbook. Learn that in the Philippines, extremely wise to, script the flip, then flip the script. Yeah, you got to do something, man, because I'm going to tell you, man, it's crazy, man. I could tell you some stuff on her, but I wouldn't, I'm not going to do it. That drives me crazy. That literally drives me crazy. Sometimes I just don't think that for all that we do, man, we just aren't given the appreciation, man, that you should be given when you look at the circumstances. See? All right, I'll keep it at that. Rod Yates, what's going on, brother? They told me that Candler Own is open, so I may be going up there, man. I had an invite from some friends. They want me to come up. He said, hit the like button, guys. Yeah. Stephen K said, crypto is the future. Don't get sucked in by anything right now. The next few years will allow you to accumulate and consolidate. I'm gonna take your name. I'm gonna take your word for it, man. But I'm too old, man. D. Gordon says OJT is overrated. Yeah, I'm done with that. D. I promise you. I'm too old, man. I didn't come over here for stress and all of that. See, and if you don't take your time and pick the right one, your life's gonna be stressed, man. And you know, why bring I'll be damned if I'm gonna bring that hamster wheel over here. You know. Hell no. I'm not gonna do it. Hey, what's up, Cal Deadman? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, man. You know, if it gets too stressful, see, that's why I'm trying everything now. Because I'm getting stressed over here. And I told her, I said, look, I'm getting stressed, and that's not why I came over here for. So I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to stop drinking coffee. I'm going to do the things that I can do. Because I can't control people. I can't change the world. I can only change me. And then after that, if I'm still stressed, then, you know, I got to make a decision, man, because that's not why I came here, man. Yeah, on the job training, man. Hey, what's going on, Cal? Good to see you, man. Juwan Ward. But see, the man's always going to get blamed for that. Lynn says, hamster wheel with a bunch of crocodiles. Man, I tell you, if you get over here and you get in the wrong relationship, man, it's going to be like swimming in a river of crocodiles, man. Yeah, Ross Donati. Hey, John, since Calvin tells us what drives him crazy about his Filipino, what drives you crazy, John? Well, his girlfriend's probably watching, so he ain't going to be able to watch. He ain't going to be able to. Oh, no, our church, she didn't make the request. I made the request to stop drinking coffee because it kind of frays my nerves sometimes. If I drink like either one cup too many, I drink it at the wrong time of the day, my nerves get bad. And, you know, anything starts bothering me, you know, but it wasn't like that before. And, you know, I'm thinking maybe it's the coffee. So, and that's why I'm doing it, you know, because, you know, I don't want to be, I'm not going to be stressed over here. I promise you that. Stephen K said, I've been working for 30 years over here, my guy. I haven't gotten anywhere. That's why they call it a hamster wheel. Get on a hamster wheel and see where you're going to go. You're going to be working hard and harder, faster and faster, sweating, and you're going to look up and be like, man, you ain't going nowhere. JLM said, I love I'll be sure there's the ladies like it. Yeah, now see the Filipinos over here, and Filipinos, they're musically educated. They'll go all the way from the 60s all the way up to now. They like it all. Believe it or not. Yeah, Lynn San Diego 1-2 is right. She said, you know, she says, I've got a bunch of male cousins and uncles, and Filipino women dating foreigners just don't bother them. It doesn't. We're an inside joke to them. They're wondering, what's all the fuss about? Why are these guys spending all this money coming all the way around the planet for these women that we don't even want? We won't even take a second look at. But the answer to them is because there is something new. That's all it is. Hey, Adrian Fernandez, thanks for the super chat. He said, on me for appreciation for what you do. Treat yourself and your family to some Jolly Bean. If you have anything left, donate it to who needs it more. I'm going to use it, man, for my electronic community pantry tomorrow, even though, at 12 o'clock. Hey, thanks, Rasta Nod. He said, how's the building coming along, Calvin? We've already signed all the paperwork, the prospective, the applications for building permit, electricity, water, and all that. It's in his hand now. So any day now, Rasta, And every day I'm gonna do a video from that with, my regular videos. I'm gonna take y'all every step of the way. And just give me a little time to save up more money, that's all. He can take his time, really, to be honest. Okay, James Madden from Oakland said you need a shout out. He says, house in Cebu, do you think $200 per month is too much rent? 2-bedroom, 2-bath, kaput, Mayan Island. Absolutely not. That's good. When you said 2-bedroom, 2-bath, I'm gonna tell you in 2010, I rented a condominium. It was new in Cebu, Labangan area. Hell, I was paying $15,000 for a 2-bedroom, and it was the bedrooms were small. It was a small 2-bedroom. It wasn't a house. But that's about right. TJ Johnson said, when I was in my late 20s, I dated a 20-year-old from Pampanga that only listened to country music and hated all R&B. But see, they love R&B in the Visayas region. I don't know about up there. Man, they love Brian McKnight, Babyface, KC and JoJo. They love all that down this way. Okay, JLM said I'm going to build my house too there. Yeah, I'm just going to build a small house, man. I don't have a lot of money, guys. I'm telling you. I'm really over my budget already. I had no idea that lot would cost as much as it did. But, like I said, we're in San Carlos City, man. This place, everything's going up, to be honest. Yeah, Stephen K., $15,000 in 2010. But I'm going to just build a nice, I showed y'all the designs for it. It's nice, it's modern, it's small, but hey, it'll be ours, and, we don't have no rent, we don't have anything to worry about. But some guy says, that's a small house. Why don't you build it bigger? I'm like, man, I got a budget, man. What are you talking about? Typical. But yeah, these men over here, they don't care that you come over and date these women, man, because we're an inside joke to them. They don't get it. They really don't get it, man, especially when we come over here and take these women from the mud and put them in these 5, 6, 10 million peso houses. It blows them away. They don't understand it. They have no idea why we do it. But we do it often. We do it a lot. And it's just simply because it's new. It's something new. But they don't care. They don't care unless it's their wife. Because I asked my girlfriend that. I said, do Filipino men care that we come over here? And she said, no. It's just as long as it's not their lady. Oh, yeah. Now that's a good one. He said, Filipinos play. He said, wait. Let's see what he says. Let me go back. Hold on, guys. Hey, thank you, Adrian Fernandez, again for the super chat. He says, when you help others, you help yourself. To God be the glory. I completely trust you will do what needs to be done. Much love from Texas, 210%. Thank you, brother. I was watching on YouTube yesterday, the world's toughest prisons. They had is that Harris County Jail in Dallas? Man, that's a big place, man. That is a huge place. And they had some wild young guys in there. This one young guy, he was in there for murder. He ended up getting 20 years. I mean, he was facing 15 to life. They gave him 20 years, but man, that's a big place. Then they had one, the world's toughest prison. They had it here in South Cotabato, down in Mindanao. Man, you don't want to go to jail here. I made a video called Locked Up in the Philippines, man. You don't want to go to jail here. I wouldn't let my dog spend the night in jail here. Frank Ellis is true on this, 100%. You are true. I cannot deny this. He said, Filipino plays. talk to nothing but the hammers. I've seen it in person. That's what I want. Don't settle for the leftover. And you got nothing to lose, guys, over here. See, that's what we do. We end up doing exactly what he's saying, settling when we don't have to settle. It's like, I live by this. If you got nothing to lose from trying and everything to gain and successful, by all means try. What else could happen? She said, "Oh, no, I'm not interested." Okay, big deal. It's going to be a million more of them. Hammers, I'm saying. Stephen K. says Cook County is the most ruthless prison in the U.S. Is that a prison or a jail? Art Cherry said, I heard a lot of expats get these girls pregnant and dad visits kids a few times a year, if that. That happens a lot over here, but not just expats, but Filipinos too. But yeah, since you're talking about expats, yeah, it happens a lot because remember, a lot of these women, they're not on any kind of birth control. And one thing I love about Filipinos, period, but it could be to their detriment, is they're very trusting. They're trusting, probably when they shouldn't be, or too soon. And yeah, they'll let you, they'll go to bed with you bareback. And a lot of times that's what happens. A guy's here on, he's just here for 2 weeks. He meets a girl, and does all that. And she ends up pregnant. I see it all the time. And you'll see them running around here. You'll see black babies. You'll see white babies. And you know that the foreigner is a baby. Look at Gail. If you go up by Pampanga, English City, those places like that where a lot of military were stationed, you see it very frequently. Yeah, Dave Koo said, age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Mark Twain. And that's what happens. I believe that's why the older guys, they have more success with their marriages because, it doesn't matter to them a lot of the things that the Filipino does. It just doesn't matter to them. They can tolerate it. They're at a stage in their life where all they want is a woman to satisfy their needs. That's it. They don't care, about her being difficult and all the things that a younger guy may be have a problem with. Hollywood Baby says, yeah, you're right, Calvin. If I'm bringing everything to the table and the only thing she's bringing is the goodies, yes, you better not sell for nothing less than a 10. And see, that's some genius flipped the script, and I believe it was one of them dating site executives. He says, let's make it look like the Filipina is the catch. Let's make it look like she's the prize, and let the men chase after her. That's not the case, guys. I'm telling you the truth. It's not. It's the other way around. You're the catch. You're the prize. It's that simple. You're the diamond. But see, that's the type of information you need when you come over here. Tony P, is he still on here? See, if not, you're going to be fooled. We already do all this other stuff, man. You're traveling all over. She can't even come to see you. It'd be a difference if she could. She can't do it. You got to go all the way on the other side of the planet just to see her, just to meet her, just to touch her, and the money you spend on that trip, money you got to spend when you're here. You do all of that on top of paying for your dating site fee. But it's wrong. She should be doing all of that. With everything you're bringing to the table, come on, guys, we've had this discussion over and over. Let's get real now. With everything you're bringing to the table, it should be flipped around. She should be coming all the way there to court you. paying for everything, you know, trying to convince you, hey, I'm the one for you, not us convincing her. And see, we bought into it so much that this new age Filipina, that's what she thinks. All she has to do is be herself. You got to make all the changes. You got to have all the money. You got to bring it all to the table. That's why your royal flush is trumped by her pair of deuces and a jack high. She wins just about every time, man, because we're not educating one another, you know. Reg James Rock says older guys learn how to say yes there. No, older guys, they just at a point in their life where they say, it doesn't matter. I've got this beautiful woman over here. You know, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You know, just take care of me. That's where they are. See, but a younger guy that still got some fight in him, he's not going to put up with that stuff. He's going to say, look, you know, see, the older men are mature enough. They don't have a point to prove. They already know, look, girl, you ain't nothing for real. Sit your butt down for real. But they won't say anything. They won't argue with her, you know. But people still have, who haven't gotten to that point yet, they can't do that. You know, see, he already knows in his mind, I'm the damn diamond. I don't give a damn what she thinks, and it's none of my business what she thinks. You know, just keep on loving me and doing to me what I want you to do. You can think whatever you want to think. It's the younger guys, man, who can't get past that. TJ Johnson says, are the stores in the mall open for non-essential shopping in fields? Yeah. Got to buy a lot of crap I don't want to ship. Oh, yeah. But remember, you got to wear that shield and you got to wear that mask, the mask and the shield together. And if you think just the mask is going to drive you crazy, put that big heavy-ass shield on. And the sun is coming through that plastic shield. All of this right here is just on fire. You know. Lynn saying they going to say Calvin will play the game. No, that's right. See, I'm not there yet. I wish I was, though, because some of the stuff drives me crazy. I wish I was there yet, that I could just look the other way and mind my own business and let them have the last word. See, older guys are older for a reason. They're intelligent. They're mature. They're wise. And that's why their marriages work. Hey, Adrian Fernandez, thanks for the super chat. He said, when a lame is trying to harpoon a pharmaceutical 50-cent piece down a dime-sized hole, eyes are crossed and common sense is lost. Square business. Yeah, you're right. See, that's what happens. But when the dust settles, you're going to be like, man, you know, is this all it is? You know, I'm really the diamond for real, you know. Okay, I always remind you guys of something, okay? If you didn't think you was the diamond, let me remind you of this. The reason why women chat more than one man, because they know there's only maybe one of you is going to come over here. In reality, man, it's women on the dating sites been on there for years, decades, guys. In reality, she knows there's a likelihood of one, if she hits the lottery, two guys that's going to come over here that she's going to see and meet. All right. Now, on the other hand, when you get over here, I promise you, you're going to have at least 1,000 women that you could choose from. So what if they are the diamonds? If that would be flipped around, it would be you would come over here and only have 2 women to choose from, not 1,000, and she would have 1,000 lined up, not 2. See, she only has, man, I'm gonna tell you, only like maybe 1 or 2 if she hits the lottery. TJ Johnson says, I manage a CS vendor team for my company. How I got the exemption. So I got to look forward to wearing that dumbass shield 5 days a week, Calvin. Only when you go in places. You know, on the street, they don't bother you too much. But you got to wear that mask, though, everywhere. But, yeah, only when you go in, like, the mall, you got to have both of them on. It's uncomfortable, man. That's all I can tell you. Hey, Michael Free Hilly, what's going on? Gregory Calhoun said, Calvin, I heard it's difficult for Filipinos to be granted a tourist visa. I got this information from the U.S. Embassy. It is. It's very, very difficult. And, of course, it would be, right? Imagine you're going to give somebody a tourist visa from here, make it easy. Do you think they would come back? Many of them don't. Many of them who go over there on these work visas, student visas, they just stay over. They get married. They get a lawyer and try to stay over there. They overstay their visa. I mean, that's why they make it so hard. And because somebody's got to be here in the Philippines to run the Philippines. If you made it so easy for them, man, it would really be a brain drain over here. No, the realist, he says, are there more Filipino women in comparison to Filipino men? No. Actually, there's more Filipino men in the Philippines. It's almost 50-50. When I looked at it, it's like 50.9 men and like 49.1 women. It's very, very, very close. But you got something they need. That's why, you know, they'll take you. Now, remember, we're talking about a small percentage. Most Filipinos, they want a Filipino man, no matter what. That's who they go to bed dreaming about. I'm sorry. It's not you. But there's some of them who will date you because they've got something. Ugma. Yeah. They want something. You've got something they need. Hey, thanks, Michael Cosby, for the super chat. He said, I believe in respecting all women that deserves it and treat them with respect. But if they don't act right, you have a million more waiting for you. Absolutely. I mean, remember, Filipinos are not from outer space. They're not aliens, you know. So keep your common sense, you know. Look beyond the beauty of the girl that you're going to come over and see. That's hard to do. That's your biggest test. But if you can get past that and then look at things on an equal table, you're going to say, hey, you know, what are you complaining about? You know, take it or leave it. It's really where you need to get to the point of being, guys. If not, you know, she can't tell you that. Because if she tells you either take it or leave it and you leave, what now? Now she's got to wait another 5, 6, 7, 10 years for another foreigner to come over here. See? Yeah, the green card, the new life. Some of them don't want to go there. They just want the better life. You know, one girl said it best, but I haven't heard her talk about anything this deep ever since. That Mia girl, I watched that video and she said, you know, she started dating older foreigners because, you know, it was either that or starve. See, that's the nitty gritty, guys. You know, she was smart. I mean, she was honest, I'm saying. That's gut level honesty there. I don't know what kind of backlash she took from it, but I see that her channel's growing off the chain because she'll say stuff like that from time to time. She will tell the truth. It's just simply the truth. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with that. You flip the script around for real and you get in their shoes and then see what you won't do for love or for money or for a visa. So I'm not putting them down. I'm not talking about them. I'm just telling you what's real life over here, man. You know. Hey, Stephen K. Thanks for that super chat. He said, hoo, yoink. The professor. See, I say this all the time, Professor. He said, Calvin, he said, you and I know these rookies coming over there going to forget everything you telling them and get cocky and get got. Yeah, you know, but at least they'll say, well, now Calvin did tell me Frank Ellis says, like the Stones say, you can't always get what you want, to Filipinos. See, we just got to practice a little bit more restraint as men. If we practice more restraint, we're going to come out better. See, I can't say, my mistakes is what I share with you guys. I didn't do that because I'm going to tell you something, man. My son's mother and John saw, over here that nobody ever told her she was beautiful before. Only her mother and me. She told me that this woman was drop dead gorgeous. I mean, it's hard to get past that, guys, But if you're able to, but once the dust settled and I really know everything for what it was, I'm like, instead of me being so happy to have you, you should be happy to have me. That's the bottom line. But now she's over there in La La Land in America. So I'm pretty sure she's probably juggling men, blindfolded over there. They're so stupid. How we act over there about women, nice looking women. I'm pretty sure she's juggling them and everything. Leo XL says all around the world, same song. Not in America, not when, women are really on an equal level. I mean, women and men are equal. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about that, but we're different. Now in America, you're on the same financial level as those women over there, most of them. It ain't the same song. I see, so that's why they pull a lot of that's why they have more restraint over there. That's why they're more picky over there. They're more choosy over there because of that. And that's the same reason why we should be more choosy over here, because we're here and the Filipina financially now is here. But we don't. She's ended up here with everything we got. She's taken everything we've got, our heart included. See? This is a good question, Daryl. Daryl Fulmer says, why is the peso under 50 to the US dollar if the Philippine economy is struggling with COVID? It's because the Philippines isn't importing and exporting like they normally do pre-pandemic. So they don't need the dollar. Remember, the dollar, a lot of times when you start dealing with America and buying oil and different things like that, you got to use the US dollar. See, that's what got Saddam Hussein in trouble. That's what got, what's the guy down in Libya in trouble. They were trying to get around that dollar. But yeah, that's what's going on over here and around the world. The dollar's down. It's not because of the, the spending over there for the stimulus and all that. That's not the reason. They just don't need the dollar right now. Oh yeah, Clayton Murphy said I've been playing table tennis. Good game for the reflexes guy. We played it, man, coming up. We call it ping pong. Is that the same thing, Clayton, that you're talking about? We call it ping pong. And man, we played, we used to, you talking about have some matches, but nothing like over here. Man, these people are good. Filipinos are good at that ping pong. Yeah, Gaddafi. Jawan Ward, you're right. Travis Costa said, Calvin, you're my boots on the ground. A lot of times I just tell y'all my experiences. Leo XL says, cream, cash, money, rule everything around me. Yeah, Philippines got that good. Yeah. See, and that's what it is, Leo. They put it on you so well. And the way you want it, how you want it, however you want it, wherever you want it. And most of us aren't used to it like that. And so that's why we blow our tops, literally blow our tops. I did a video, why foreign men go crazy over here, because they never had anything like that. Moshira Matano said, "Who falls in first, the Westerner or Philippines?" The Westerner, absolutely. That's why the Filipino wins in the long run. The short run, you're going to win. If you just come over here for 2 weeks and just go crazy and spend all your money, just trick and just have a good time, you're going to win. But the longer you stay around that woman, you're going to fall in love. She's a left brain thinker. First of all, she's not going to fall in love with you online. That's number one. We will even fall in love online. But the minute you get off that plane and you see this little young, sexy, creamy skin, long flowing hair, short shorts, then you get back to the hotel and it's on something you've never experienced ever in your life. It's the Philippine experience. You're going to fall in love, man. There's no way around that, because we're men. We're hunters. We go by what we see. You're going to fall in love a whole lot sooner than her. And that's when she's got you. See? Mark Unk says, every place you go, there's bars on the windows or barbed wires. Or any property and casualty coverage there, can you get renter's insurance? I'm pretty sure you can, but honestly, I think this, John said something before, and I can't agree with him. I think it's like a style, because if you see the ones across the street, they're stylish. But at the same time, the only time you're going to see this is people who have something. You go in the squatters area, you go in a lot of these other places, they don't have this on their windows, man, But yeah, if you got some money. Hey, Mark Brown Cook. He says, "Hey, Calvin, I've been watching your videos for a while." He said, "I was thinking of going to Thailand. Now I may consider the Philippines." And I've never been to Thailand, but the people who've been to both, they say the Philippines, because, the way that you're treated. They said Filipinos treat you better than Thais. And of course, Filipinos, a lot of them speak English over here. The Bitcoin lover says, "Is it true if we fly to Cebu, we got to stay in a hotel for 14 days? As of now, it is. If you were, it's 10 days in the hotel, 4 days at home. That's your hotel. I mean, that's your vacation right there." Hey, Jomar Bagahanso. Is that what? Yeah. Bagahanso. Jomar. Shout out. Okay, I know you must be in the Philippines. Hey, Simply Akers. She says she's late to the party. Yeah, Lynn, San Diego got you with the short shorts. Yeah. If you can withstand that, which is hard, I'm going to tell you, I've yet to do it. And man's is always, hindsight is always 20/20, and you're probably not going to be able to do it either, because she's already going to have you chomping at the bit when you online, and, let's face it, guys, they'll show you something if they're into you. And then once she does that, and then you get over here and then you see it in person, you ain't got a shot in hell. You're done. You're going to run back, start filling out the paper, and she's going to give her mother and everybody else a high five over here and say, "Yeah, we got him. He followed the script to the T." See, it's a script, guys, and, that's what I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. Hollywood Baby says, "I've seen bloggers in Colombia, and they say the bars on the windows was a status symbol." I'm kind of thinking it is over here, because I'm going to tell you, man, I haven't had anything that even resembled crime in the Philippines. But remember, I live a simple life. I can't say it's going to happen for you. I live a simple life. I don't go out after dark. I don't hang around in bars. I don't do a whole lot of stuff. But I basically live in the hood. Everywhere I've lived in the Philippines, I've lived in the hood. This isn't the hood right here. this is like a middle class. This place is really nice. This area here, the streets, you can eat off the ground. There's no traffic. There's nobody singing karaoke at 2 a.m. Yeah. But the other places I lived, I lived in the hood and I never had any problems. But you got to keep honest people honest. And I guess that's what this is. They know they're not going to get any, nobody's going to break in your house, but hell, if you didn't have this and you just left your windows and doors wide open, that's a saying my mother used to say, you got to keep an honest man honest. And I think that's what this does. Hey, Leo XL, he says, I love your channel, man. I appreciate it. Man, thank you so much for your support, man. The Bitcoin lover says, America might force us to take the B shot. Travel for sure. I hate it. Not just America. I think it's, for you to go anywhere. Remember, now they're saying that the Filipino government is researching reports that there's a ban on travelers who have taken the Chinese vaccine. Well, that would be half the Filipino population by the time this is over with. They're saying that in Saudi Arabia, they don't know if it's true yet. They're checking reports. And in the European Union, that they're not allowing people in who have taken the Chinese vaccines. But see, that's going to throw a monkey wrench in everything. That'd be crazy. Hey, Philip Janik said, I watched your interview with Vagabond Awake today, Cal. Good job. Hey, thanks, man. I love Dan. And see, Dan had me on his channel twice before I ever had my channel. And then then I asked him, because Dan is big. He just went over 50,000. And he's got a dedicated following. He has his niche, on cost of living around the world, and he does it well. And I asked him, I said, hey, man, I'm new. I just started my channel. I didn't have nowhere near 1,000 when you seen that. He said, sure, Calvin, I'll do it. He said, I'll do anything to help you. He said, because you helped me. He said, those interviews I've done with you, he said, they're earning me money on YouTube. And yeah, I like Dan. He's the real deal. And that Dan makes it easy. He knows the questions to ask, to be honest with you. Lynn San Diego 102 said, Sinovac, Duterte got that shot. Yeah. And so he can't go anywhere, I guess. Oh, okay, Joe Ma. Your son, is it Carl Adam or Curl Adam? Ingram Davis said, anybody have any thoughts on women in Ukraine? From what I heard, a friend of mine, his brother married one is in the States. But he tried to go over there, and he said he had all kind of language problems and everything like that. And that's what sent him to the Philippines. He said, if you think there's scammers over here in the Philippines, he said, yeah, there's scammers over there. And a lot of them, also a friend of mine, a black guy, he married a woman from Russia. And they're no longer together, but he said they're still friends. She's got that visa, though. She's still in America. She's beautiful, though, but, I don't think they really they don't have it as good. They're not as good of actors as the Filipina. She's good at hiding her real motives. Sam Champion said, Calvin, that's the name of the song, What You Won't Do for Love by Bobby Caldwell. Y'all love that song, Sam. That's a great song. And I'll tell you, they asked me how old was I when I found out he was a white guy. I was 50. I'm 57. I was 56, man. I didn't know that. You think I'm joking, man. All this time, I thought it was some guy from over in Jamaica somewhere. Not that it matters, but it shocked me. I really didn't think that. Adrian Fernandez says, oh, so I can have an opinion, but let's see what he's talking about. Hold on, I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, Adrian, you're a good guy on here. He says, oh, so I can have an opinion, but when I voice my opinion, you block me, right? And how much have you pledged to the channel in 300 seconds? Meanwhile, your faves can diss me and I can't protect myself. What you talking about, Adrian? Let me help you out, man, if I can. Lynn San Diego 102 said California is opening June the 15th. I'm not blocking any. I don't block anybody. I got moderators, but I don't block anybody. I wouldn't block anybody. The only way I would block anybody is if you attack me or somebody else. Even on my videos, I promise I don't remove any comments unless you attacking me, you know. And one guy was talking about my kids on here one time. See, I can't deal with that. I got to block you. Adrian Fernandez says, your moderators are a joke. I don't know what, I mean, just let me know what you're talking about so I can help you. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Yardy Cole. Yardy know. He says, when a woman wants to be controlling, I tell her that I live by the golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules. That usually does the trick. And that's what it is really over here. But we allow their beauty to trump our gold. Yardy know. And when you do that, you put yourself in a precarious position 8,000 miles from home. I promise you guys, if you come here, and I'm saying be fair, I'm not saying mistreat anybody, but if you come here and you set the rules, day one, when you just now meeting, things are going to be okay because, you know, Filipinos, they don't mind following you. They'll follow you, but they're not stupid, okay? They're not going to let you mistreat them. They're not going to, you know, they'll follow you, but they're not stupid. But if you put the rules down, they don't have no other choice but to follow. But we don't even, the minute we see them, man, we give them all the power. We give our power away. Oh, okay, Adrian. He said, I'll email you, Cal, with screenshots. You know I got love for you. Man, I appreciate you, man. I really don't know what's going on, man. Lynn San Diego 102 said, be honest, Calvin's moderators are good guys. Cosby blocked the guy that was harassing me one time. And that's what we try to do. I don't know what happened. I can't see it, so I can't speak. Frank Ellis said I was offered $15,000 to get married in Thailand. I told her that's not my thing or that's my thing, Frank. That's a lick right now during the pandemic. How many can turn that down right now, Frank? But you a baller, I forgot. And see, here's our church. He's telling the truth. And this is why we trying to tell guys, you know, about you trying to, you know, he's talking about Philippines being cautious because they are scared. They don't have the medical infrastructure to handle COVID surge. That's exactly it right there. You know, so you horny Westerners just cool out. It will open when it does. That's it in a nutshell. You can't be any clearer than that, but I've been trying to tell them that. That's the reason why Malaysia, Thailand, different places like that are able to open up sooner than the Philippines. They got that medical infrastructure, that medical tourism that the Philippines doesn't have. You know, and then all the information is not out yet on these vaccines. Okay, so what? You're fully vaccinated. You know, you can still infect people, and then you can still catch the virus. I keep bringing up the guy in the NBA. I was looking with John yesterday. I showed him. I can't think of his name, and I just showed it to John yesterday. He was fully vaccinated with the top of the line vaccines, guys. He breaks protocol, goes out, and gets infected with the COVID again. I don't know how that works. You know, that's what's got me so confused, man. But I would rather, you know, be safe than sorry. I'm going to take it. Because I was reading an article today, a brother died. Okay, him and his wife tested positive about a month ago because they were two people who decided not to take. This is on Yahoo. They decided, and they up in Michigan. And this guy was doing good, had a good job, everything, man. Him and his wife, 5 children. But they decided they weren't going to take the vaccine. Well, they both contract the COVID. In about a week, she gets better, but his goes downhill. And in about a month, he was dead. And she said if she could do it all over again, they would have taken the vaccine. But, it's too late now. I'd rather be safe than sorry, man. Okay. Film the store. What store, Leo? Let me know. Because I'm gonna go in town today. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you guys know what I'm doing, and then I'm gonna just stop and just walk around town. And I'm gonna put it on my YouTube. I'm gonna show y'all what a typical day in San Carlos City looks like. And I'm gonna start doing that every day on my Patreon channel, just until I can do the whole city of San Carlos like that. Yeah, Simply Actor says my husband's best friend's from there, and I can only see the difference between her and Russian when speaking her language. Yeah, it is. Billy said, "Where'd you get your T-shirt?" I had this made right here in San Carlos. It was just something that, see over here, Filipinos are artisans. They don't get enough credit for that. And that's one thing I would suggest when you come over here. I would get me something special made. The great tailors, the great screen printers, and stuff like that. And the guy just made the shirt. I told him what I wanted on it. I just want boots on the ground. I come back and this is what it was. So I took the design. I was going to try to put it on I took the PDF and was going to try to put it in my Teespring account, but it said that the graphic wasn't clear enough. But it only made like a little square boots on the ground here on the shirts and stuff. Yeah, Lynn, that's what I've been doing. And she said, Calvin, you should put your store link in every video because someone was asking where to buy a shirt, but you didn't see it. Yeah, I'm gonna put it. Matter of fact, I can probably go here now, and you guys don't go anywhere. Y'all can see me. I can't see y'all. And see if I can get in here and put that link down there. And I want to thank the person who bought a T-shirt yesterday. Somebody bought a T-shirt, but they don't tell me who. They don't tell me what T-shirt they bought. They just tell me that they bought the T-shirt. But and then actually, new video I did today is in there. Give me a second, guys. Because I put a lot new designs on there. I put the Pinoy Lives Matter T-shirt on there. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Here it is. Wait. Let's see. It says store editor. See, I'm online. It's hard for me to. It's different than when I'm on. It's different when I'm on my phone. I could easily find that. I'll get it up, guys. I promise. I'll get it up. I will. Mm-hmm. Gary Son of Larry said, do your research before getting the vaccine. I don't even have to do it, man. You know, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Like I said, I grew up in an era, man, where we took vaccines and we still taking them. You know, when my kids go to school, they got to have their vaccination records and all that. It doesn't really scare me. It's not that serious for me, you know, to be honest with you. I mean, it was a time when we didn't have no choice. We had to take vaccines. I'm still living today, and I'm sure that the vaccines today are a whole lot more safer than the ones back in 1968. Hell, when they put you in that line in the lunchroom, and you know, with that damn gun. Yeah, so you know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to take it because I want to move around, man. This isn't the Philippines that I've grown to love. I'm stuck in one spot, basically, because this place, man, has so many once in a lifetime destinations. You wouldn't believe it. Some of the places that are here, man. It's like it's like you're on another planet, really. Some of the places here are. It's like I've been to some places that are so remote, man. That little place, Louigan in northern Mindanao, it's so remote, this province, that it's like we're the only ones on the earth, man. And that's one thing about the Philippines I like. You know, I'm gonna tell you guys, because I know I got some ballers watching this. Y'all, you know, if you got a case coming up where you know for a fact that you going to prison, man, and you got all that money stacked up, man, I don't understand why you guys just turn yourselves in voluntarily to the police. Man, if something like that was going on with me, I'd be over in the Philippines. They would never find me. I'd get off the grid. I promise you, they would never find me. And I don't understand, but they do it all the time. They see where a guy was $1 million confiscated from a guy's house, $1 million in cash. He ended up getting 59 years or something like that. I'm like, why are you sitting around waiting for the police to come and get you? You know they coming. Simply, I could say, I don't care if you like the vaccine or not. As soon PH opens, you have 98% chances you need a vaccine pass. Absolutely. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Hey, JX, he said, Calvin, it'd be hard for you to have. No, I mean, I could get off the grid. I mean, because there's places here where they can't even, they don't even have access to the internet. But it wouldn't be hard for me to hide. Man, I'm going to tell you, man, I'm darker now because I ride in the sun in the morning, afternoon. There's Filipinos who are darker than me, man. They already think I'm a Filipino, man. Trust me. I went to Pagadian one time from Zamboanga, and you have to go through some pretty shady places. And my mother-in-law told me, she said, just don't say anything and you'll be okay, because they think you're Filipino. And I was shocked. Yeah. I wasn't, because I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of Filipinos right here in San Carlos. They're darker than me. You know, the ones that the pedicab drivers and stuff like that. Hey, J. Ray, Lino says, do you have a nitty gritty shirt? I've got one that's got nitty gritty on the back. I may put one on there that says the real nitty gritty. Since you said it, I'll do it today. Yeah, Lynn, I agree with you. Said I wouldn't feel comfortable booking for 2021. Don't want headaches with travel and airlines. Yeah, because these airlines ain't playing fair. My friend Philip Cooper, he had to reschedule his flight, and he's leaving Friday, I think. Hell, I think the ticket cost $1,300. They took $800 of it because he had to reschedule. That's crazy. They're not playing fair right now, guys. Oh, DJ France, what's going on? Yeah, he's right here in St. Carlos. Yeah, I'm right here. Just if you come over here, DJ France, make sure you got your shield and your mask on. Yeah, Leo, Philippines has many spots to hide. It's like 7,641 islands. But remember, man, I tell you guys to bring that extra money over here. Yeah, I can hide. Because that 100,000 pesos will make me disappear, guys. I promise you it will. If I give it to the right person, they won't even know I'm in the Philippines. Yeah. Kente Dynasty said, Calvin, I know you have the Facebook. Are you considering a website? It would be nice, man. I'm just not tech savvy, Kente Dynasty. You know, if someone were to be able to help me with something like that, yeah, I would love something like that. You know, it would open up a whole lot of different avenues and things for me. But I'm just not tech savvy, man. I don't feel comfortable enough trying to do that by myself. Phil Janik says, hotter than Manila today. Man, it must be hot because Manila gets hot. They got that concrete jungle up there, man. But if you're new and you've never been to Manila, you have to go to Manila. I mean, it's just a place you have to go, especially along that Baywalk, the Mall of Asia, down to see the U.S. Embassy, man. If you've never seen that, man, it's unbelievable. And one thing about Manila is this shocks me. The Airbnbs are so cheap right there in that area. I forgot what they call that area, and it's a nice area. When I did my son's CRBA in 2019, I rented an Airbnb, actually two of them, one for me and then one for him and his grandmother and the cousin. It was $25 a night, man. I was on like the 25th floor or something, right across from the embassy, right there in that real nice area. I couldn't believe it. It was nice. You know, it was just a studio, but hot and cold water, air, cable, Wi-Fi. Philip Janik said you can travel to Mexico now if your passport is good. Why wait? It's cheaper than USA. I don't blame you because Carmen Greenwood, our friend, she's in Mexico now having the time of her life, guys. I wouldn't wait for the Philippines to open if I were you. Hey, Benjamin, thanks for that super sticker. Man, I really, really appreciate you. And everybody, man, your super stickers, your super chats, your thumbs up. Just all your kindness, generosity, and support of my channel, man. Without my viewers and subscribers, I'm nothing. But yeah, Philip, Carmen is there now. I think she says she's in, where's she in? Puerto Morales or something like that. Oh, wow. I think threatening another with gun violence is grounds for YouTube to block you for life because it's taken seriously by cops. What's going on in here, man? Somebody. Hey, Sal, what's going on, man? He says I'm running a little late. Hey, you about 2 hours late, man. Well, I know what you was doing. Probably out there cutting grass. You was doing something for some money, man. Stay off that leg. You know what the doctor told you. Hey, Russell McNeese from Mississippi. Dave Koo says, seems to me that even if the PH lets vaccinated foreigners in, Filipinos will need to be vaccinated to run businesses that will support tourism. Otherwise, they will infect each other. That's right. And that's what they're doing now. They're essential workers and their tourism workers are included in that. They've got priority now. So something may be cooking, but you're right about that. You're talking about, not even 5 million people in this nation of 100 million have been vaccinated yet. So I don't see it happening anytime soon, even if it does happen. Hey, Benjamin, thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, Calvin, I just wanted to say you're an inspiration. You moved to a great place and showed us that we can live in another country as a black guy. Sorry, I forgot to add this to the last super chat. It's okay, man. And I appreciate it, man, because that's what my channel's for. I want people to know you got another option. I'm just another Joe, man, talking to other regular Joes to let you know, hey, you got an option over here in the Philippines if that's what you want, if you're not afraid to come all the way over here and everything like that. It's just so many places that you can go to. And I just wish, that's the best thing I ever did was join the Navy, because the Navy actually gave me my travel bug. And then it was Andrew Zimmerman, Anthony Bourdain, and then other expats who really gave me my inspiration, who motivated me to just get on out there and see some places. Oh, okay, Sal. I had 2 important breedings that I had to do today. What type of dogs you breed, Sal? Yeah, Philip. She says she loves that Puerto Morales. He says it's cheap living close to the beach. Yeah, she shows pictures on Facebook. It looks beautiful. I'm gonna tell you something. If I were not here, I'd be in Playa del Carmen. I'd be somewhere over there in that what's it called? Quintana Fu or something area. Leo XL says it's really great to see someone who made it in the Philippines. It's a lot of people though, but a lot of them, they stay under the radar. They're not trying to be on YouTube or anything like that. But I just wanted to let you know that a regular person, just an ordinary guy, you can come over here and you can carve out a niche for yourself. You can literally recreate your life over here. Start over, so to speak. Hey, thanks, Daryl Fullmore. He says, hit that like button for Calvin. Let's reach 200. I appreciate it. Brian Nichols says Anthony Bourdain was cool. Yeah. I mean, he just had a talent that was just unbelievable. The way he could go in, and he not only talked about food, he was talking about politics, history. He talked about everything and make it interesting. I was really shocked because he had everybody's dream job, so we thought. But he was dealing with some demons, and it shocked me when he committed suicide. But he said a lot of times he'd be lonely on the road. Hey, Stephen K says, if you think you're not like a plant, you don't understand reality. You are growing every day. Hey, thank you, man. And that includes everybody, Stephen. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. But sometimes you too deep for me, Stephen. Hey, thanks, JX, for the super chat. He said, my story was the same. He said, the Air Force gave me the bug. He said, my friends and family actually called me when Anthony Bourdain died to see how I was doing. Man, it hurt me, man. I could not believe it. I was shocked. I was over here, man. And I really was shocked because he had everybody's dream job, man, this guy. But he said, a lot of times being behind the scenes, a lot of times when all the filming was over, he'd be by himself, and then, he was a former drug user, but he was still drinking. So I don't know how that played out, but yeah, he was dealing with some demons, boy. Daryl Foreman said, Calvin, my wife wants to know, do you do a Q&A with your wife there to help answer questions? That would be nice, man, but she's just so funny like that. She don't want to do it, man, and I've asked her, and I'm from the school, my mother's from the old school. She said, if you ask more than once, it's begging. And I'm not going to beg. I asked her, she said she didn't want to be part of it, so okay. Yeah, Frank Ellis says that. He said, damn, everybody thought he was living a life and he was miserable. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, he put a mask on. Yeah, Calvin's single. Yes, his girlfriend. He is forever a bachelor for now. Yeah, I don't know, that's going to be a tough call right there. Lynn. Let's see. Let's see. Sarah K said, where's John? Well, him and his girlfriend, they go out walking and stuff all the time. John's getting active now. He told me to tell you guys he was going into rehab. Now, whether or not he is or not, I don't even know if they got rehab over here. Hey, thank you, Stephen K, for the super chat. He said, when Anthony died, I cried like a baby. Legit. Felt like I lost a friend. You don't meet many people like that in your lifetime. Hope to meet someone. Yeah, he did seem like he was everybody's friend. That's the kind of talent he had, man. He really could. It was just talent he had. He was a great writer too. I got his book that made him famous. I don't have it here. It's down in Zamboanga. I bought it. But yeah, it was so sad, man, really. I mean, it was an unbelievable moment for me. And it's coming up next month. Will be like 2 years or something that he's been dead. It was close to his birthday. Yeah, close to his birthday. Yeah, see, when you do that, Lynn, then I'm done. That's the long game. Remember, the short game, we're winning. The long game, they're winning. That's the long game. Paul Smith said it was public persona, people. We can never know anyone. All humans think of ending it at some point. Yeah. I know I did, man. I know one time I did. And I hope I never get that bad. But yeah, I contemplated suicide before. I actually tried it, but it didn't work. Because, I'm not going to shoot myself. I'm a chicken for real. So what I did was, there was this guy who was selling acid, LSD. And I asked him, I said, how many of them you think I would have to take to kill me? And he said, well, hell, you? He said, 7. He said, take 7 hits of this. He said, and, I'll meet you in St. Peter's Gate. So I bought 7 hits of LSD and took all 7 hits of them. Well, y'all see I didn't die. I tripped out like hell. I was seeing all kind of, the streets was melting. I was seeing people, total strangers. I was greeting them as my friends and family. I went out of it, man, for about, I don't know how long. It was a long time, but yeah, I didn't die. But the scary thing is, and see, I tell my kids this, I've told them this story before, is that I wanted to die. And I tried it. And and I'm glad it didn't, because, so many lives would have been affected, living and dead. I mean, and living and non-living, like my kids, my grandchildren, and everything like that. Yeah. James Lyon says, life is hard and great at the same time. Keeping a sound man can be difficult. But see, once I stopped drinking, man, and getting high and stuff like that, I leveled out, man. I was able to live life on life's terms. It is what it is, man. We're going to die anyway. See, to be honest with you. So I'm not in a hurry to die now. I love my life now more than this is probably as happy as I've ever been. I can't say, and it keeps getting better. But since he brought that up, and Lynn, you're right, it was some type of mental illness, for you to want to kill yourself, but it had a lot to do with drugs and stuff. JX says hard to overdose on LSD. But he told me 7 hits, but the point was I wanted to die, man. I took the 7 hits to die. And it's so crazy, man, that I did that. Stephen K says, imagine making something from the earth illegal. Well, that's just the control that they have over us. That's why I know the COVID's real. We were talking about it yesterday at lunch. When the guy says, oh, that General Mike Flynn, Trump's, at one time was his, in his cabinet, where he said, oh, they created COVID and the pandemic to control people. Well, we're already controlled, guys. Y'all know that. They already control us already, That's why I didn't, that's why I know COVID's real, because hell, they already control us. What more? How much more control can they have? Thanks, Michael Cosby. I appreciate the super chat. He said, I've been suicidal, but I finally realized that only me can make myself happy. My dad killed himself, and I found him shot in the head. Wow, man, I'm sorry to hear that. And see, that's what I was telling my girlfriend today as far as me changing myself. I told her, I said, I can't change the world, but I can change me. So that's why I'm start drinking coffee and stuff like that. But you're exactly right. But of course, in my neighborhood, man, you talk like that and people gonna, talk real, they're gonna think you crazy, and even if they ever tried to attempt suicide, they're never gonna tell you. There's so many hidden secrets in my neighborhood I grew up in. So I just stay in the day, I stay in the moment, and, I meditate, and it keeps me in the moment. I concentrate on my breathing. It lets me know I'm alive right now, and I can't worry about the next moment, the next day, yesterday, and it's done a lot for me. Yeah, Frank Ellis, General Flynn. I mean, it really has. It really changed my life. Oh, no, James Lyons. Calvin said, do you think everyone that drinks needs to stop? No. Oh, no, absolutely not. I've got a brother, man, who he's what they call a hard drinker. And see, I'm not on a crusade. I could only diagnose myself. I can't diagnose anybody else, but absolutely not. That's just like saying everybody that eats needs to stop eating and go on a diet. No, I'm not on a crusade, man. I got to keep the focus on myself. But I got a brother, man, who's a successful nurse. He drinks and gets high every single day. Never missed a day of work on his job. He's got so many sick days piled up, they have to make him take them. He loves his work. I mean, he gets pissy drunk, and high. Bliggity, we call it. Yeah, Lynn, she said the now is what it is. It's all about, it's all we have. It's not corny. That is all we got. But see, that's what gets us in trouble as human beings with this brain. We're always thinking either in the future or in the past, and right here in the Philippines, I heard something so profound. I was in a taxi in Cebu, and it said 92% of the things we worry about never happen. And the 8% of the things that do happen, said worry them won't help it any. And, that sums it up right there. Gurkha Nan said alcohol is the one vice I gave up first. I gave them all up at once. But I love to drink. I love to get high. I just can't handle it. I'm a nemesis, man. I'm a menace, not to society, but to myself and to my family and friends and everybody. And just, Um, I'm just, my life's unmanageable when I drink, man. I won't pay my bills. I don't go to work. That's just my story, man. It's just how it was. JX said when I was in the military, I was a big drinker. I actually got drunk on duty crazy times. Yeah, we should get drunk, man. See, that was when I was in the Navy, on leave, we got high and drunk every day. Yeah, I said high. We should get high when you couldn't get high in the Navy. You're not supposed to. I joined the Navy around the time when, remember that airplane, that jet crashed on the Nimitz and killed all those guys, and Ronald Reagan was the president. He's the one instituted. That's when they got tough on drugs in the military. But yeah, and then when I got out of the Navy, I moved to Cincinnati, and we went out every single night, man. I mean, the clubs would close at 4:00. I'd have to get up at 6:00 to go to work, to be at work at 8. And I was able to do that. I don't know, man. Yeah, Gurkha, he said, we will be next. Not much choice of living in PI. Yeah. Because I'd be scared to buy it because I'm afraid that they're going to turn me in. But yeah, I just live. Do I plan for the future? Yeah, but I live each day as if it's my last, man. When I get out of here, man, I'll probably go in there, check my emails and stuff like that. Let the sun go down a little bit because it's still early. It's not going to go down to about 4:30. Then get on my bike and ride, man. That's how I meditate. Hey, BB, Sakiri, come here, honey, and look in the camera and just say hello. Can you do that? Was one time you and Booby. She got on them hot pants today, see, and she knows when she wears them, it makes me angry. Short shorts. And she's got them beautiful legs. Get over here.
Hello, everyone.
I mean, if this is her leg, the shorts is up to here. And they wear them like that over here. And you be thinking like Filipinos are conservative, not anymore. Lynn San Diego says, where were you stationed in the Philippines, Calvin? No. I never was. I never came here. I was stationed with a lot of Filipinos on the USS John F. Kennedy. And they would always invite me here, but I never came. To be honest, I used to talk to a lot of guys because every day you'd see somebody new on the carrier. And they'd be coming, some of them were coming from the Philippines or coming from a Westpac. And they'll tell you about the Philippines. Devon Morpheus said, come on, Cal, that's how they dress. Yeah, they do now. I mean, you'll be shocked, man. You go to the grocery store. Leon says, because it's hot there, you need short. Not that hot, not this short. I mean, these are coochie cutters. That's what we call them. Siri K said you can choose to laugh or cry. Might as well laugh. I hear you. Yeah, hot pants, man. And she loves it. I get mad. I get angry when she wears them, especially when she rides a motorcycle, because they get even shorter. Now, if she wants to sit on the motorcycle and I'm the only one that sees it, yeah, that's good. But not for the whole world to see. But they're vain here, man. They know they look good. And that's the new Filipina now. When I came here in 2009, man, they were so humble and bashful and shy. Now, you go on Facebook. He's the one that started that, getting tough on drug stuff. That's when the military got crazy. Yeah, Brian Nichols, they do, man, here. You'll be shocked. Yeah, that's what I call them, Charlie Harris. No, seriously, Stephen K. Yeah. They're short, man. And Michael Dorsonville said, "Hey, Michael." He said, "Hey, Calvin, what did I miss? I just woke up." Nothing, man. I got about 4 minutes and let's see, 46 seconds left. Yeah, Lynn, San Diego 102 said Filipino 2.0. Absolutely. That's what it is now. Craig Jordan said Balut Man is early. Now he's selling something else. They sell Balut at night. You know that, though, Craig Jordan. You've been here before. Hey, what's up, Efren? Yeah, Tahoe. That's what he's selling. Tahoe, and then a man came by earlier selling fish. Tahoe is like a soy, it's like a snack for the kids eat, but everybody eats it. It's got soy, and then it's got some kind of sweet syrup, and they mix it in, and it's then cream, sweet cream in it. Cal Dearman said my lady put some shorts on, and I could tell what she was thinking. Yeah. Evidently, that's what she's thinking with them shorts on. That's why I'm getting ready to get off here to see what she's thinking. Oh, okay. Douglas Laturner says, "Hey, Calvin, I was on the Kitty Hawk in Subic." Yeah. See, I was on the Kennedy. We were in Norfolk, Virginia. Yeah, it's bean curd with warm syrup. Yeah, I don't know why they told me it was soy. Not soy. What do you call it? What's the other one? That they eat in California all the time. Yeah, that was a Tahoe vendor, Joe Marr. Stevens K said they tried to get my girl into a beauty contest. She wasn't having it. It's a lot of women that could be in a beauty pageant over here, and they're big over here. Hey, thanks, Michael Cosby, for the super chat. He said, "Just so you guys know, don't be fooled. You get what you pay for. No disrespect. You foreigners have something they need, and they have something you want. It's all an unspoken agreement. Choose well." That's perfectly said. That's the way I say it. It's an unspoken agreement, man. And people like me who just speak it out, we just seem so weird. And people, we catch hell for it. But it's an unspoken agreement, so you're really not supposed to speak it, but because it makes people uncomfortable. But this is a real life channel, guys. You get what you pay for over here, and don't come over here thinking you're going to get something for nothing. You're not going to do it, man. You got something she needs. You got something she wants. And hey, remember what I say? What two consenting adults agree to is nobody else's business. Hey, Michael Dorfin, thanks for that super sticker, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But he's right. It's an unwritten agreement. Hey, Cal Dearman, thanks for the super chat. He said, "Shout out to the backbreakers. You know who you are." Well, these little women here, they can take about anything you can put out. Dave Koo said, "My girl dresses very conservative in public. I think I flipped the switch at home. It is starting to spread outside of the house. I have to own some of it." Yeah. But even in this conservative stuff, they really look good, man. In like one of them blouses and jeans, they really look sexy, man. I mean, you can't hide beauty. I don't care what you do. But yeah, guys, I got about we'll just go. I'll just make it 2:40. It's 2:35 because we got to go over here to the lot and check it out. We haven't been over there in a while. It's hot too. Daryl Foreman says, "When you back online? What's the day?" It'll be Monday your time, so it'll be Wednesday your time and Thursday my time. So I do 3 because the Calvin and John shows it's been canceled for right now. John's going into rehab, and that's what we were doing on Friday. I'm just gonna have to do something else on Friday. I'm trying to get this scammer to come on here, but she's afraid that I can't disguise her well enough, but I can. I throw a sheet across over where you can't see her body shape, and then I'll put a mask, no, not a mask, but I'll put some shades on and a hat, because she's got some stories, guys, right out of her mouth. Our church says, how about you, man? You get lonely there, Calvin, even around the people you're with, they're Asian, different mans. You must miss your American people. I do. And that's all I miss about America. And that's a good a question. But I don't get lonely, but I miss my children and my grandchildren and my friends and family. But I don't get lonely, because I can be over there and be lonely. But no, I don't get lonely. But yeah, I miss them. Yeah, there are four more. So depending on where you are, it'll be Wednesday night your time. So it's every other day, and then I take a break from Thursday to Sunday. So it's Sunday morning my time, Tuesday morning, Thursday morning my time that I'm online. And I got that suggestion from one of my subscribers, and I'm glad I did it. I'm really getting to know you guys, and that's what he said. Yeah, Stephen K said you'll never be lonely in the fields. No, see, that's one thing that I can't give the Filipina. You won't be lonely. But yeah, I miss him. Yeah, Brian Nichols, he said, get the scammer. Would love to hear that. And she's got some stories, guys. I mean, it's actually my girlfriend's brother's girlfriend, live-in partner. And boy, she's a piece of work, man. But if you look at her, you won't think that. The stuff I found out, I was shocked, man. But come to find out, it's in their family. Now, she had a man come over here, because she deals with so many different foreigners, 3, 4, 5, how many she can handle online. And one foreigner called her bluff, and he came over here from New Zealand. Well, she booted the boyfriend out. He had to go live with the sister for 2 weeks while the foreigner was there, making ends meet, so to speak. Now, see, I couldn't handle that one. But that's just how it is. Oh, okay, Jamaria, good luck on that raffle tomorrow. She's talking about my electronic community pantry that I've got. The only one in the Philippines. I do it every Wednesday. And we spin the wheel for just my San Carlos City people. And the winner can choose either between 25 kilo sack of rice or 1,100 pesos worth of groceries. And if you go on my Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page, you'll see that. It's more successful. It's more popular, guys, believe it or not, than the 1,000 pesos that I give away every Friday. But it's basically the same thing. But, man, when I start giving away that rice, I've got so many people I got to write down and put in that spin wheel. I can't keep up. I was shocked. But, yeah, they want that food. They ain't studying that 1,000 pesos. But, yeah, guys, it's getting late, man. If you're in America, yeah, Charlie Harris Jr. said, Dumaguete disciples got they 7 dummies. Let's get 200 likes. Yeah, that's who they are. They got the Dumaguete Jesus down there, too. I heard he's supposed to be moving out of Dumaguete. But if you're in America, it's late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break and you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. In the Philippines, it's about 12:08 p.m. You got the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. If you can afford it, man, you got extra rice, extra food, help somebody today. Intentionally go out and help somebody today. Because people over here need our help, y'all. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna do a special live Friday for my birthday, just to do something different since the John and Calvin show is not going to be on anymore, and it just coincides with my birthday. It's the only reason. But after that, there won't be no more Friday lives, guys. So take care, guys. Stay safe. I'll see you next time. Oh, okay. Smoking Mount Marley. Boy, you caught me just in time. Thank you for that super chat. And I'll get that bag of rice. I'm going to actually I have 2 bags because one guy, Adrian Fernandez, matter of fact, he sent it and then you sent it. So I'm going to get 2 bags of rice. And then I'm going to give, so instead of 2 people tomorrow, because of you, Smokey Modler, and because of Adrian Fernandez, we're going to award 4 winners instead of 2. So thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate it. Take care, everybody.